Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be looking at a program known as Brightspace from Desire to Learn, or D2L for short. We're going to be looking at our logins as well as the capabilities of the programs and where things are found. This is the website of D2L right here, tcdsb.elearningontario.ca. From school, it's a single sign on, meaning the students only have to log in once to the computer and it automatically logs them into D2L without having to put their credentials in a second time. From home, however, they are going to have to put in their user IDs and passwords to get access to the program. From home or from school, they'll click on Login TCDSB Students and Faculty. And this is the first page that will come up. This is the equivalent of taking one step into the school building. This is where all of the announcements from the board will be kept, all here. This is also where any courses from any teacher they have will be available to them. My particular course would be under My Courses, and the students can click on My Name. When they click on My Name, this is the equivalent of walking into the classroom. Everything here is something that they will be able to see in the classroom. Everything that they need will be visible along the top menu bars here and throughout the front page. This is like taking one step into the classroom and seeing everything available to you by just looking around the class. There are some things that I would like to point out. This is Course Home. So, Course Home is their class at a glance. There's our welcome information here, as well as information that I would like students to have close at hand. For example, the workbook answers for homework that may get sent home, the Nelson Math Try It Out, plus some other usernames that we're going to be using later on in the year. Under Content, in this tab, is where their virtual textbooks are going to be. In this case, they only have two tabs available. The other units for the other subjects in science and in social studies, those are currently hidden. I'll open those up when the time comes in the appropriate time in the term. Right now, however, we're working on Science Unit 1. This is their virtual textbook. If they click on that, they're given a lot of information to be able to digest, and the students are encouraged to read this over a period of time. At the beginning of every unit, there is the unit overview. If they click on the unit overview, it tells us what to expect for the next few weeks in this unit. In this particular case, for biodiversity, students will be introduced to biodiversity. They will classify living things and become aware of human impact on organisms. The Ontario Science curriculum expectations are listed here for anyone who wants to get a bit more in depth in what exactly is going to be happening. This particular unit has 6 activities. These activities can be accessed from here or in the content area on the left side. There are also other places. I'm just showing 2 of them right now. This is our first activity called Introduction to Biodiversity. So when students click on this, this is the equivalent of one small chapter in the unit. So once again, there is an overview over what the students are going to be doing for this activity, which is called Unit 1, Activity 1. This overview, in this case, you will view 3 movies on biodiversity in different ecosystems, completing an interactive learning activity on habitats, and then reflect on the definition of biodiversity. That's what they're doing in this particular activity. Once again, the expectations for this particular activity are right here. In this case, there are 2, one overall and one specific. This would be the equivalent, where it says content, is the equivalent of what their textbook might traditionally have. This is their reading material. One difference, however, is that this reading material will be in written format, in text format, but also in videos, as well as an interactive learning activity. I'm going to show the interactive learning activity now. There are numerous different types of media that they are to see. For example, it will be on web pages, it will be short videos, longer videos from different web pages. YouTube, for example, numerous different types that they might require. This is called an interactive learning activity where students will, as the name suggests, interact, click on different pictures and words to move things into the appropriate spot. This can also read to them if it's asked. So if you unmute your machine, so this exploration this exploration has these different types of ecosystem here, and they are going to be exploring these as well as in a few minutes answering questions. So I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm just going to show you the interactive learning part. It's very easy to follow. We do have to move various items across. As you can see, the incorrect answers are going to be brought back and the correct answers are going to stay. This is approximately a 10 or a 15-minute activity, an interactive learning activity that they would be able to use. When they're done all of these videos and readings and interactive learning activities, the actual work that they must complete, the written work they must complete, is under assignments. It's in the assignment tab. This particular assignment, assignment one, is called What is Biodiversity? Students will then be reading these questions and answering these questions in a discussion area that all students have access to. This is powerful in terms of allowing students to give descriptive feedback based on success criteria to their peers. So it's more than just submitting an answer and leaving it for the teacher. There are 30 sets of eyes who will be reading the various answers provided by those students. In this case, after they submit their answer, the second part of the assignment indicates they are to respond to at least two of the postings from their classmates and give that descriptive feedback. I'm not going to show you the actual discussion as all the entire student class list is there, which I will not be posting on YouTube. But if I did, you would see all the different answers from all the different students who provided their texts. This is an example of just the science. Every activity in most of the units for science and social studies are going to have this interactive learning component to it. I'm now going to show you slightly different areas of the D2L learning environment. Once again, I'm not going to go into detail because there are entire class lists posted here with student names. Student names are visible only to the students in the class. Under assignments, this is where, like I said, students are going to be posting the various assignments. Under class lists, students can email each other and communicate with each other. We have had an extensive chat in terms of what is appropriate to be doing online and what is inappropriate to be doing online. In short, if they would not do it in the middle of a classroom, they would not be allowed to do it online. That is uh, one test for them. Under blog, which we will not be activating later on until later on in the year, the students are going to have access to web logging or blogging and posting their work on the internet. There is a real-time chat where students can communicate with each other in groups or individuals in a real-time back and forth format. Uh, Under my home, they don't use this yet because they only have me as their online teacher. But when they do get multiple teachers using Desire to Learn or D2L, they would be able to learn this. Throughout the rest of the year, students are going to explore the various parts of what is in this module. So I certainly will encourage students to explore and find out what is happening in our Bright Space by D2L. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.